Awe Legate, what strange and impractical weapon do you want me to forge today?
We need a bowl, but it needs to be something special, fit for our god.
Then it needs to be made of something special. Quality wood like oak. I'm not the best woodworker, but I'll do my best. If you want a really good one, though, we can smelt some metal and make one out of iron. Last but not least, I can bind some bones together and craft a dead bowl. It'll be crude, but scary.
Oak sounds good. Where do I find a good oak tree?
Scouts were talking about a nice oak grove near the mountains. I'd be careful, though. These barbarians can be touchy about their trees.
Wait for me, Sextus. Don't go anywhere.
Salve, Domine.
Wild animals are constantly attacking our legionari. I am reliably informed it is the doing of a man called the Boar Whisperer.
Why does he whisper to boars?
I guess they respond poorly to shouting. Who knows how these barbarians get their names?
He makes animals attack. How?
That is a mystery to me. It would have been a useful skill to possess. Imagine legions of wild animals attacking our enemy.
Thousands of cats.
What?
Can animals even hurt our people?
Well, that depends on the animal, doesn't it? You've seen those lions in Egypt. I wouldn't want to fight against them.
We need to find and eliminate him.
We know where he resides. The only problem is that he's protected by his animals. We'll need to slaughter them all. Our way, Legate.
Our way.
Come to kill us? Eaters of meat, red in tooth and claw! Come to my aid! Fight for me! Defend me! Kill the invaders! And I am gone. Stand close and move as one, brethren. We flanked them over there. God.
be killed!
Why don't you try fighting some real warriors for a change?
Sawete Legionari, the consul is expecting you. Please relinquish your weapons.
You dim-witted mule shit!
You can't go around punching Roman Legionari.
My apologies. I could not stand to look at his idiotic face again.
Legate. Glad that you could make it so quickly. We have serious business to conduct.
I guess you had serious business to tend to while we were fighting for our lives.
My sole responsibility is to roam. And indeed, that responsibility renders anyone expendable. If death scares you, I'd recommend seeking another line of work.
Fear is for the weak. I'm not the one who ran away.
Neither am I.
Where have you been hiding since our engagement with Orgatorix?
It was unfortunate that we got separated. I assure you, I wasn't hiding. As you can see, I was busy bringing the Ambiorix to their knees, decimating enemies and forging alliances wherever possible. This village is but one fruit of my labor.
I remember sending you a rider with a rallying point. Why did you not heed my instructions? You were supposed to lead the assault.
You seem to be under the impression that you are in a position to give me instructions, Legate. Don't get me wrong, please. I do value your expert opinion on all matters. But the words of a legatus can at most be recommendations to a sitting consul. In this case, your recommendation was not pointing me towards the best course of action. Therefore, I took the liberty of ignoring it. And look where we are now.
I will not forget this, but for now, we must focus on getting out of this mess.
Quite right. There will be plenty of time for bickering after our triumphant return to Rome. Gallia is a land full of proud and powerful warriors. These are not simple barbarians without a refined understanding of warcraft. They value bravery and subterfuge equally. So first of all, we need to be careful, for any peaceful conversation can quickly turn into...
Ambush! Ha! If you are behind this ambush, your timing is amazing, but I will still cut off your cock.
Marcellus, take your men and protect the legatus.
We held ourselves back, for we wanted to see what Lurka would do next.
Howl like the dog you are. Can't be human! My two tattoos!
last. We're nearly done.
Sneaky Gallic bastards! Corvinus! There was no way they could have known the Legatus would be here today. Someone's feeding them information. Find me the mole and bring me its head.
May I kill?
Of course, by Mars, of course. You are allowed to kill anyone. Just bring me the mole.
Good.
Legate, I hope this unfortunate event has alleviated some of the concerns you have. As you can see, neither of us has any friends in these lands.
So it seems, Consul. So it seems.
We will not conquer these lands by simply flailing around blindly. We need allies. The reason I called you here in the first place is that I found a chieftain willing to work with us.
Will this turn into another ambush? I grow weary of walking into traps.
I still do not believe they wanted to hurt us. The Aedui were always friendly towards Romans. But certainly, Ambiorix has a less fanatic personality. He would listen to reason.
Who is he?
Ambiorix is a chieftain of Eburones. They call him the King of the Four Winds. He who rules all directions. By which they mean Gallia Belgica, I guess.
All right, where should we meet him?
He agreed to meet us at his war camp. We shall, as soon as you're ready.
You must be joking. We will meet him in his camp.
At least this time we're together. Marcellus has surveyed the area carefully. This will not be another trap.
Please! I'm just a humble butcher. My son didn't take part in this.
Shut your lying mouth, barbarian. I saw him throw a javelin at us.
It was just a stone. An act of youthful stupidity, that's all.
What's going on here?
Legate, this man is harboring one of the cowards that attacked us.
My boy is only 10 summers old. He doesn't understand the consequences of his actions.
Bring him out here. Let me ask him for myself.
What is your name, Legionary?
Curiatius Gratus, Legate.
And you, Butcher, your name?
I'm called Wenicaros, my lord.
Curiatus is a distinguished name. You're of the plebeian branch of the Curiata, I assume?
That's correct.
Let me handle this for you, Gratus. I will question the boy myself.
Of course, Legate. Let the Legatus pass, Butcher.
Yes. As you wish. Who are you? Why are you yelling at my father?
Someone threw something at the soldiers from this house. Your father says it wasn't you, so it must have been him, right?
What will happen to him if it was?
As a grown man, he will be counted as an enemy. We will take him away and kill him.
No! Please, don't hurt him. I was the one who threw it. It was just a rock, I promise.
Why did you do that?
I saw you fighting the other men. Father said it looked like you'd win. I wanted to help.
That was very foolish of you, when you promised never to do it again.
Yes, my lord. I swear it on all the gods. Thank you for believing me. Please, don't hurt my father.
What did that little rat tell you?
You must believe me, my lord.
It was just a rock. Let the butcher discipline his son and go back to your business, Legionary.
Very well. If you say so, Legate.
Oh, thank you, my good lord. I will make sure my son understands the severity of his actions. We are loyal friends of Rome.
Oh, will you cease your pathetic mewling?
Please, take this fine deer meat as a slight token of my gratitude. If you ever find yourself nearby and in want of good food, I will give you what I can. Thank you again for sparing my son, my lord. He'll never do such a thing again, believe me.
I'm in need of a large volume of blood.
Blood? Of that I have plenty. I use it for blood sausage. But I'm happy to give you as much as you need.
I need enough to drown a man.
Ah, is this a tribute to Tautatis? My respect for you grows every time we meet, Roman. Here, take as much as you need. It's the least I can do for you, my friend.
Please! I didn't do anything! What are they doing in my house?
Making sure you're not hiding any more rebels.
There's nobody in there! I swear by two tatties!
We'll see about that.
You killed him! He had nothing to do with it. He didn't deserve to die.
Lay down your weapons and come out. You're cornered. You've nowhere to run.
Go jump in the river, Romans! We'll come out as soon as you're all gone, and if you come any closer, we're killing your friends!
If you even touch a hair on their heads, you're all going to die. Don't be fools. Surrender, and you will be shown mercy.
What's happening here?
Some Gallic warriors escaped after the fight and tried to hide in there, but we found them. They have hostages. 2 of my men.
I will try to defuse this situation. Stay here with your contubernio.
Of course, Legate.
Not one step closer! I'm warning you!
Gauls! Your hostages are legionary of Rome. They are proud soldiers devoted to their duty, and they will gladly lay down their lives for the Republic if it comes to that. Surrender, and you will be spared.
I don't think these fellas agree. They've been whimpering a great deal and crying for their mothers. You'd really give their lives just to kill another 4 Gauls.
Then find it in your hearts to release these boys so they may return home to their mothers, and nobody will have to die today.
It all sounds fine if we could trust you. But I suppose we have little choice. Very well. We're sending out the hostages. Now, will you honor your word, Roman?
I will. Lay down your weapons and surrender, and you will not be harmed.
You did it! I didn't expect this barbarian's filth to listen to reason. But you have a way with him, Legate. I swear we will not make a liar of you. The Gallic prisoners will be treated with respect.
Do you admit to attacking the Consul's Praetorian Guard?
I did, and I do it again. Go back to Rome, you greedy bastards!
Then you are sentenced to die.
Salve, Legate. How can I help you?
I'll meet you at Ambiorix's cave.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to my humble abode.
Salve, Ambiorix. It is good to see you again. This is humble indeed.
It is a palace of stone, just like your marble villas in Rome. I must say, I like you more than your overly serious friend. So, I understand you need my help. I'll admit that puzzles me a bit. You have what? More than 10,000 warriors at your disposal. Surely nothing can stand in your way. What do you need from me?
Information.
Easily provided. I am quite knowledgeable. What kind of information do you seek?
Who really runs Gallia? It seems like there's someone who calls himself king wherever we go.
That's a complicated question. Each tribe in Gallia has its own king, and each king thinks it is his right to rule the world. But if I had to name but one man who rules over all kings, that would be Vercingetorix. While the other kings were busy fighting amongst each other, Vercingetorix thought you Romans were the most significant threat to Gallia. This allowed him to unite the kings under his rule. It's a fragile unity, though.
Why are you helping us?
Vercingetorix is a true hero, a real warrior king. But I solve problems differently. I think it's best to talk things out first. Heroes usually die, and I have no interest in dying. Besides, I'd like to think of myself as an excellent judge of character. You are someone I'd like to be friends with.
I understand you were the king of Ambiorix. Wasn't it your people who attacked us?
Attack you? I am a king of Ambiorix, and I know nothing of such an attack. But I know who it might be. That sounds very much like Cativolcus, a chieftain with delusions of grandeur. I'll try to find out about his plans for you, if you need it.
Very well, Ambiorix. Thank you for your cooperation. Salve, Legate. How can I help you?
This meeting fared better than the previous one. A young blonde girl arrived on horseback, her loose clothes billowing about her, her posture sunken and her skin covered in a sheen of sweat from riding hard. Respectfully, the girl handed me a message inscribed on a boar skin, bearing Ambiorix's seal. Then she takes her leave.
Dearest friend, today I have both good news and bad news. I shall first convey the bad news in order to temper expectations. As I have promised, and as I am a man of my word, I have tried to reason with the Germanic chieftain Cativolcus. Unfortunately, I have failed at convincing him. He is very much not interested in standing down. An undying hatred for Romans consumes his heart. Such violent thoughts are challenging for me to understand. Nevertheless, I fear for the safety and well-being of my people. Cativolcus is convinced that if he combines his force with mine, he can defeat you. I, on the other hand, believe this is bound to bring down upon us the full wrath of Rome. Even as you are reading this message, he is on his way to discuss terms and tactics. And here I shall start conveying the good news. I believe this might be an excellent opportunity for us. We can turn the tables and quickly take him out of the equation. Of course, it brings me no joy to turn on someone who's almost like a brother to me. But to preserve peace, one must purge the warmongers. Come and visit me at my camp and let us coordinate our efforts. Your ally, Ambiorix, King of the Ambiorix. Welcome, friends. Thank you for answering my summons. Cativolcus is already here. His contingent awaits you further in.
You really want me to believe that you're willing to kill your fellow king?
Kill? I would certainly prefer not to. Given the circumstances, I believe we might be able to convince Catiwalcus to lay down his arms. He is a fanatic, but he is not completely without sense. I'm sure he will understand that surrender is the right choice.
You're sure he suspects nothing?
Completely certain. I convinced him not to post any sentries outside, but to rely instead on my protection.
Thank you for helping us. Rest assured, Rome shall never forget this.
You are welcome. It's for the good of my people. Of course, you should not expect help without compensation. When your armies inevitably conquer Gallia, I expect to be installed as its king, answering to no one but Rome itself.
I can't promise anything of the sort. I am not the consul, and such decisions require the involvement of our Senate. But sure, I'll put in a good word for you.
That's understandable. I'm sure they will reach the right decision. If not, at least I have made a good friend here and saved my people from violence. Now we must strike before Catiwalcus realizes that you are here. If you confront him, my warriors and I will be right behind you. He only has a few guards in his company.
That seems like a sensible plan. We will be in a strong position to negotiate when we outnumber him so clearly.
Very good. I believe Catiwalcus will choose to swear fealty to Rome when his life is on the line.
Take great care, Ambiorix. It would be unfortunate to lose such a loyal ally.
I'm pretty hard to kill, my friend. Don't you worry about me.
The Romans are here! Attack! Kill them all!
Told you it would work. Did I not, my friend?
I never doubted you. Now let us crush the Romans together! Let's teach them never to mess with Gallia again. It's like I never existed.
Can someone get this for me?
Does this hurt? Good, that means you're fine. Help me, and I shall help you when you are...
Don't worry, I'm here. It's only a scratch, you big baby.
I still got it. My Zeus, look at you!
turned his back on us. We're doomed.
Pay attention to who you're attacking! My lads, I can blend right in.
Mind your footwork, son. I can't die. Not here. You are mostly fine. Get back into the fight. Left me no choice.
We're nearly done. Go! Get the last one!
That did not hurt at all. ready to deploy the Legion. Good battle is joined. How shall we proceed? The enemy is deploying their tactical reserves. The battle is won! Comiatus promovete!
What is this game that's happening between the Consul and our Legatus? Who exactly is in charge?
Of us? The Legatus. Of Ferrata? Nobody by the look of things.
They really do seem to be a mess. I miss fighting alongside the Prima Italica.
Those boys showed up to the battles, at the very least.
Oh, apparently our Signifer cocked up the accounts. My whole Centuria's gonna be punished for it.
What does Narso have in mind? Latrines again?
It's worse than that. We're shoveling horseshit for the Equites.
Oh, buddy.
Good day.
What I heard
All
is
quiet.
that Ambiorix was working with the Germanic chieftain. It was a trap.
Great chieftain of Romans, we have come today to inform you about a band of Roman bandits. They have been attacking our people and raiding the supply trains we've been sending your way. We have a compact and therefore we may not attack them. They are your people and yours to punish.
Let me guess. Their leader is called Albinus.
That is exactly right. You are familiar with this man?
He and his contubernum have done this kind of thing before.
Then you did not punish him properly before. I would ask you to do so now so that he does not do this again. My hunters will not take them down, but eventually someone will. And when they do, it will be a bloody affair.
Tell me where to find them, and I will look into the matter.
They have taken over a farm in Lugdunensis, where I believe you have been before. May Totatus guide your hand.
Salve.
Did you hear? Ferrata is back.
So they didn't get lost after all. They just left us to fight an army of Helvetii on our own.
To tell you the truth, I wish they just stayed gone. We can handle these barbarians by ourselves.
Ferrata will just get in our way.
Salve Legate. It is good to find you well.
Likewise, Senator. To what do I owe the pleasure of seeing your exhausted visage in my camp?
Your wit continues to serve you well, despite all the tragedy we've been through. My sentiment was genuine, though. However, we're here on the insistence of my dear wife. She was concerned about the well-being of her brother.
You have traveled all the way from Rome just to see me.
We're here on my brother's request to visit Legio Ferrata. But this represented a good opportunity for Liviana to see you as well.
What are you really after?
I have no ulterior motives. To be honest, I never had. I'm tired of this game you and my brother are playing. We're genuinely here to visit you.
Why would anyone bring a defenseless woman to a theater of war?
I am far from defenseless, brother. Your concern is misplaced.
How are you, Liviana? Is he treating you well?
Our marriage is a happy one. You know I have no love for my brother-in-law, but honestly, Tiberius is treating me like a queen.
Thank you for escorting my sister here. She will be traveling with me from now on.
I'm afraid that will not be possible for now. Vibius called us here on urgent business. We will be on our way to the camp of Legio Ferrata soon.
What makes you think I'll let my sister go with you again?
I'm afraid you don't have a choice, Legate. It would be strange for you to detain someone else's wife. Besides, the consul has requested our presence.
There's no reason to be concerned. Please, do not embarrass me.
Urgent business.
That is what he said. But honestly, I have no idea what he meant.
In war, urgent never means something good.
That is what I'm afraid of. But do not worry about the well-being of your sister. I have taken my own precautions.
Do you think he might hold my sister hostage?
That is a terrible thought. I know in the past my brother has made his own share of stupid mistakes. But what possible reason could he have to detain my wife?
You tell me.
Your accusation is frankly preposterous. My brother is no common criminal.
He is not common, all right.
Liviana, please.
Did something happen in Rome?
A sense of shock and fear still lingers like a bad smell. But the city is recovering.
The temples are full of people praying for your success. With my brother and you commanding the legions, I know Rome will be victorious again.
It is good to see my sister safe and sound, Scaeolia. See to it that she remains thus.
Thank you for the audience you have granted us. I know you're busy, so we will take no more of your time. Wale.
Wale, brother. And please do not worry about me.
Legate, I am at your service as always.
Honored Romans, please, we have nothing left to give.
They ask for too much. We'll have nothing left to feed our children.
What will you have me do? Refuse to pay tribute? And be enslaved or cut down?
Tell them we don't have what they demand.
They will not accept that answer.
Why are you here? We've already given tribute. What more do you want?
Romans, you are not welcome here after what you've done.
I am sorry for what you've been through. I would tell you I had no part in it, but that is not strictly true. Tell me, how do I make this right?
Nothing you do will bring back my son. But you can pay for the tools and supplies that were stolen from me.
That is a fair request. Take this. It should be more than enough to cover your lost property.
Truly? This is unexpected. Thank you, Roman. Perhaps there is some decency among your kind after all. Tell me what you need, and I will work for you.
I need spikes from you.
As you wish. I would sell you what I have.
A fair price. Spend it wisely.
I would spend it to feed my neighbors.
Let's talk about getting a few weighted blades made. I want to purchase a few tools from you for making throwing spears. Perhaps I'll come back later.
We're considering leaving before the war takes our lives.
We talked about it too. But where would you go?
She has family in the west. The Romans haven't come there. Yet.
If they will take you in, you should. I think we have to stay.
Thank you again for sparing my son, my lord. He'll never do such a thing again, believe me.
I believe he's learned his lesson.
I am happy to accept Roman denarii or any other currency. Welcome, welcome. Are you in need of food or medicine? I have things to sell, and you have money to buy, do you not?
Why are you selling your things in this place?
This place? This is where I live. Where else would I sell my things?
Where did you get your supplies?
What do you mean? The food I get from nearby farms. The medicine is made by my wife from herbs we grow.
Do you have any wine?
I do, of course. Fine wine from the south, from Hispania. I have vinegar as well, if you have need of it.
I am sorry about what happened to your village, truly. These attacks were not carried out by my men, but by those of the consul who I unwillingly serve. I hope that my patronage will aid you in this trying time and go some way towards making up for the suffering of your people.
You are kind. I did not expect that. It is a relief to meet someone who genuinely cares. I will give you a good price.
Show me what wines you can offer. I'm interested in purchasing some vinegar from you. I'll come back.
My harvest has been good this year, even after the Romans came. I have food to spare if your children are hungry.
Thank you, my friend. I will not forget this.
We must all stand together in times like these.
Albinos! It's the Legatus! He's come for us!
Not this time, Legate. First you stopped us collecting taxes in Greece, then you stopped our outfit in the Court of Heaven. Well, not this time! What we've got here is too good to give up. We'd rather kill you than allow you to interfere.
Then you've chosen death.
Alas, we're nearly done.
Well, that's the end of that. This man and his squad of criminals have terrorized innocent people for years. Can't say it doesn't feel good to finally put a stop to that. To men like these, there's always another score, another golden opportunity to enrich themselves. There's only one way out of a life like that, and they just found it. Warriors from Malaysia came to his farm 3 days after the Romans.
The poor man. What happened?
He had nothing left to give them. They took his horses and burnt his barn.